Welcome to 3 Minute Gaming News, your one stop to get all your daily gaming news in just 3 minutes. Let's start with Elden Ring Night Reign, which the parent company of From Software has confirmed will receive DLC by March 2026. No information was provided about this as it was just a small comment, so there's literally no info, no teasers, nothing. However, it is something to look forward to, and hopefully it will breathe a bit of life into the game, which to me personally feels a little stagnant. PlayStation have announced a State of Play event for tomorrow, November the 11th. This will start at 5 PM Eastern Time or 10 PM GMT for us over here in the UK. The State of Play itself will focus, and I quote, on PS5 games from Japan and Asia, so maybe we'll get a sneak peek at a few awesome JRPGs to come. Todd Howard has come out and said The Elder Scrolls 6 is still a long way off, however its development is an everyday thing. He'd further go on to state that there are hundreds of people working on the next game in the Elder Scrolls franchise, but considering Skyrim came out 14 years ago, just how much longer are we going to have to wait for another game? And at this point, are you even excited for it anymore? And finally, CG Projekt Red has hired Carol Coleman to help with the production of The Witcher 4. Now, if you're unaware of Carol Coleman, they basically worked on the incredible Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and will now be taking on a senior role within development of The Witcher 4. So this is really promising news for fans of that series. Welcome to 3 Minute Gaming News, your one stop to get all your daily gaming news in just 3 minutes. Let's start with Marvel Rivals news. Gambit and Rogue are being added to the game in the next season, which will launch November 14th. The new season is called Love is a Battlefield, and there's a trailer for this you can watch now. Unfortunately, we don't get to see either Gambit or Rogue in action. However, this will be exciting news for current players, and as a Rivals player myself, especially a new one, being able to play as both Daredevil and now Gambit has me very excited. It's now being reported again that the rumoured Fallout 3 remaster is a real thing. This comes from Video Game Chronicles, who state they are aware of a remaster of the game. There were no details provided, so we have nothing to go with here, but as a long-time Fallout 3 fan, it's easily one of my top 5 games of all time. This would be an easy purchase for me day one. Now, a few days ago we spoke about Elden Ring Night Reign getting new DLC before March 2026. Well, surprise, we got a new trailer and release date for the new DLC called The Forsaken Hollows. Arriving December 4th, The Forsaken Hollows will bring 2 new playable classes, being the Scholar and the Undertaker. We'll also see new bosses, including the legendary Artorias from Dark Souls and the Dancing Lion from the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. There's a lot more information out there about this, and you can watch the full trailer online now. And finally, it was PlayStation's State of Play last night, which brought lots of news, including the Elden Ring DLC news above we just spoke about. Now, there's a lot to cover for this, but as just a small brief overview, we now know that PlayStation is releasing their own 27-inch monitor that will include a controller charger built in. The Fatal Frame 2 remake is releasing March 12, 2026. Dynasty Warriors Origins will be getting a new major DLC in January, and Pocket Pair, the devs behind Palworld, are publishing a new Metroidvania game called Nevergrave, The Witch and the Curse. There were more news about this event, so go and check this out if you want to. Welcome to 3 Minute Gaming News, your one stop to get all your daily gaming news in just 3 minutes. Death Stranding is getting an animated series. Now, this is coming to Disney Plus in 2027. The series is currently called Death Stranding Isolations, and the only information we know is that it will focus on a young man and woman in North America, and will use hand-drawn 2D animation style. Now, there is a larger synopsis for this online, you can go and check this out if you want to, but you do have a bit of a wait until this will drop on your Disney account. Silent Hill F has a new update, and this has a few new features to the game. The first of these is a casual difficulty for anyone who might be finding it a little too difficult, or for players that really just want to play games for the story. The other feature being added is a skip section feature for New Game Plus, which Konami have confirmed will not affect branching paths or endings, so you can look forward to trying these out now. Sony haven't revealed what the new PlayStation Plus games coming to the Extra and Premium members this month. Arriving on November 18th, players will be able to enjoy Grand Theft Auto 5, Still Wakes the Deep, Pacific Drive, Thank Goodness You're Here, The Talos Principle 2, Insurgency Sandstorm, Tomb Raider Anniversary, MotoGP 25, and Monster Jam Showdown. Red Dead Redemption 2 might be getting a remaster. Now, the game has just been rated by the ESRB for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series consoles, and the Switch 2. So it seems that it's just a matter of time before Rockstar cash in on this game and deliver us a remaster. And finally, you might remember a few weeks ago we brought you news about Krafton, the South Korean publisher behind Inzoi and Subnautica. They announced plans to become an AI-first company. Well, to further back this up, the company have now implemented an employee voluntary resignation scheme. So it seems like it's full force for Krafton in implementing AI. Welcome to 3 Minute Gaming News, your one stop to get all your daily gaming news in just 3 minutes. Let's start with Lollipop Chainsaw, the Nintendo Switch 2 version to be precise. Now, this port of the game has been delayed, the news brought to us by developer Drogami Games. The studio said that this is due to the sheer volume of physical copies that have been requested. So, they felt that it is in the best interest to have the digital and physical copies released at the same time. So this now means that both digital and physical will be released in 2026. One of gaming's hardest choices will be known by many fans, and that is Yennefer or Triss. Well, according to Project CD Red co-CEO Adam Badowski, fans very nearly didn't have that choice. The reason for this? Well, the romance path for Triss was added very late into the development of the game. Imagine what could have been. We all nearly ended up with Yennefer. A few days ago we brought you news of the rumoured Fallout 3 remaster. Well, according to trusted rumours, Fallout New Vegas is also getting a remaster. Now, no new information was provided about this, besides it's happening, very similar to the Fallout 3 remaster rumours we spoke about a few days ago. But this is just another exciting piece of news, and honestly kind of unsurprising after how well the Elder Scrolls Oblivion remake did. And finally, Rockstar Games have confirmed that the first Red Dead Redemption game, alongside the Undead Nightmare DLC, is coming to, and buckle up, PS5, Xbox Series consoles, the Switch 2, iOS, Android and Netflix. This will be released on December 2nd, and players who already own the PS4, Xbox One or Nintendo Switch version of the game are able to digitally upgrade to the newer version for absolutely free. And you can rest assured you'll be able to use all your existing save data on the new version. That was your 3 Minute Gaming News. We'll see you tomorrow.